see what happens. Same thing, I am going to use joins, see what happens. Repetition is important. Repetition is the one which makes the reference, proper reference to your memory. Without a proper reference, you never get clarity. Right? So I am doing a join now. So select order number. I'm going to say as, so I'll say A dot. Right? Then A dot buyer code. Then B dot buyer name from order master. Now I am going to use join, right, as A. Okay, order master as A, join. There is no comma after join, so I put that from below so that you get clarity. So from order master as A, join, there is no comma between the two tables. Join which table? Buyer is the table as B. How I am going to make a join? On. How I am going to make a join? On buyer code. A dot buyer code equals B dot buyer code. Right? So now I am selecting order number, buyer code, buyer name, where the order, in order number, the buyer code is matching to the buyer code in the buyer master. I am selecting it. I say OK. Now you can see only one record over here. The B10 is now not available. Right? So the B10, because it is not, buyer code is not available for B10. Right? Or it was available before, somebody has deleted it. Whatever be the case. It was available before, somebody has deleted it. Right? Now I am going to, I want order belong to B10 as well. That left join concept. So it is inner join to show the values that is available in both tables. Matching values, or show the matching values available in both tables. Now I'm going to use now left join, outer join. Outer join to show values that is available in both tables, even non-matching value. So select order number, buyer code, buyer name. Now this is my left and buyer is my right. I want now left outer join. From left hand side table, I want to show all records even though the buyer code is not matching. Please note here the matching record as well as the left hand side order master non-matching record. So I want to show both. So now you can see he is showing now buyer 10, buyer name is null because there is no buyer name available in the buyer master. So he is showing with the null now. He is not showing with buyer 1 again, because it is a null value also will be displayed. This is called the left outer join. Right? I want to know all the orders which are not having a buyer. I can use this. Right? Right hand side, right outer join or a full outer join is not required. So we just go with this. If I put right outer join, B2 also will appear. So this we have seen yesterday itself. This is a repetition. Our main aim now. So our next main focus is the atomicity. That is what I am coming to now. Very, very important. Either all or nothing. right? So now creating a transaction. I think the comments will help you when I give the script to you, right? I'm passing all the scripts in the notepad. So you just have to copy the notepad and then put it. Each class script is a separate file. So all the classes already I've taken, I have kept it in the folder. I can just share it to you. Most probably today I will share it across. So creating a transaction with Atomicity, it is not Atomicity ATO, not AUTO, not Atomicity. So Atomicity failed, right? First, that is the one. What I'm going to do is I'm taking the same record. So first thing what you have understood here is system should not allow to create me an order for which I don't have a buyer. If I'm able to create it, it indicates that I have a problem, right? So that means relationship is not maintained. So I will now go to B2, another order. Order number is now 3. 2 is already created in the name of 1. I create order number 3. Same entity. For item 3, I make it as now 0. 0 value. As per my check constraint, 0 is not allowed. Right? So what will happen? The third record is not going to get inserted. Right? I don't know whether I am fast. Just I am trying to give you another details. First, let me go to the order master for your understanding. So we have now order. In this, we have seen now order number 1 have twice the item because this is supposed to be order number 2. Anyway, so I have created this. Now, I am going to explain you when one of this item is having a 0 quantity, that means invalid quantity, what system does. So I have 3 items for this order. Now I made it as order number as 3. Order number 3, item 1, item 2 is a valid. Item 3 is going to be invalid. That is what I have generated now the script. So as per my rules, either it should create all the 3 items or it should not create even a single item. That is what it means by atomicity. Right? Any queries, please put it into the queries as well. So I am now trying to run this. Even though we know it is going to fail, I am going to run this. See what happens as it runs. I made it as order number 2. So I am now trying to enter. Order number 2 is what we are supposed to see now. I am going to select, I'll say order master where order number is 2 and where order number is 2. So I'd like to now see this. I'm just trying to, where here we are going to see how atomicity is failing. I'm going to execute. I'm going to click on execute now. You can now see row 1, row is affected, row is affected, row is affected. Insert statement conflict happened, check quantity. Because of that, the termination has happened. So now I am going to execute order number equal to 2. Oh. Right? Now you can see now either he has added the record or he has not added the record. Right? So for this, by default he considered, because we are executing the query in a bulk. So when I execute a query in a bulk, he is now by default taking care of when the execution happens in a group, he takes care what happens to this order master. He takes care of it. If I do the same thing through procedure, now I am not doing through a procedure, I am just executing a blocking and executing. He will insert the first 2 records and he will fail the second record. So in such situations, we need to be using that is called begin transaction. So it will execute the first two records, right? So like this, he will execute, right? And if I try to go to the third record, he will fail. So then what will happen? You will have the record like this, order number, any mistake? I'll go to select star from order master. Oh, order number 3 I have put, sorry. So order number 3, order number 3. This is my mistake. So I think twice. So here's, you can see now. So he has created now 3, order number 3 B2 and order number in order details, order number. So he has not created there. So good. I have executed that, these two, order number 3, order number, these two I have executed, right? Right, it is affected. Oh, there is a mistake. Wait a second. Oh, sorry. I have not changed here the order number. That's my mistake. I am creating all the orders in terms of 3, 1. I'll now delete order details. Okay, let that be, not an issue. Now I try to create these two. You can now see I try to create all the 3 order master. So I have a third, order number 3 is there. Order number 3 I am trying to now create for this order. I am trying to create the values. So now I made it order number as 3 because that was not what, that was 1 initially. Now I am going it with invalid data as well. I am just selecting it. So now you can see what happened in the order details. Now you can see even though I have executed all the 3 together, you can see order number, item 1 and item 2 is added, item 3 is not added. Because I am executing now independently and this execution is causing the failure to order number 3. I'll again make it as 4 so that you understand it clearly. Now I order number 4, values is 4. Here I have not changed before. So it was all doing it at the order number 1 level. Now I am going to execute all the commands. I am executing now all the things including order master I am executing now. So order master I am executing, order details I am executing with 3 rows. I execute now. You can now see first 3 rows are affected. The last row is conflict, so he has not affected it. That's a failure of atomicity. I now go here, order number 4, I try to give here. So you can see now that atomicity has failed. Either all or nothing. That is what we wanted. But you can see now order 4 is created with the 2 items even though the third item has failed. This is the failure of atomicity. So how to prevent it? How to prevent, or I say preventing the insertion when even one record fails to both order master and order details. Right? So how to prevent it? This is what we call it as begin try. It is now we are into PLSQL actually. Begin transaction. right? Copy the entire transaction as you have typed before, right? I now take the order master, copy it, put it over here. I'm just going as per the syntax of, so what I'll do is I'll keep everything in a single line so that it is easy for you to refer, right? So easy for you to see it in the screen. But again, you will have a difficulty in changing the value. So anyway, that's fine. At least I'll keep values as one row. That is also better. Values as another row. So there are three order details. Right? In this order now, I am trying to now execute order number 4 instead of order number 4. I keep it as order number 5 now. I've used now begin transaction. So it is easy for us to replace the value as well. Right? I use the begin transaction now. This is how the coding, if you are following the coding standard, you need to do. Then commit transaction. Right? And then end try, begin catch. It is like in Java try catch, begin catch. I say if there is called tran count. This will give me, if you have tran count greater than 0 means there is an error occurred. Right? If tran count, I roll back. Right? Then end if. Right? So if tran count is greater than 0, I roll back. So this is what I just wanted to say, end catch. So begin, end, right? End catch. So I want to now display the message. I'll say now print. Print error message will not work, so I'll put a variable. Yes, tomorrow we'll see more detailed onto this. I say err varchar, say 1000. Then I'll say set err equal to error dot message. Don't worry about all this, we'll learn as we go. So error message, then I'll say print err. So when I'm declaring the variable, I need to use @ symbol. @ symbol is the mandatory for temporary variables. So I have to do this command now. So first is what I'm trying to do is I try to begin try. I start with the try, you try this. I am telling him to try this. What I need to try, this is what you need to try. If anywhere you have a problem, you commit it, right? If you have a problem, you catch that problem, and if your transaction count, if the problem is greater than 0, you roll back. Don't commit now, you roll back, right? And display the error message, and then I complete the transaction. I want to now execute this. If I execute this, now either order master also will not get added now. So I say now go to begin try. I now execute this. Either it will execute all or it will not execute any. Right? Slightly it is advanced concept. As we practice again and again, we'll see this in our subsequent classes. It becomes easier for you. So I commit now. You can see now insert statement conflict happened. When a conflict happened, I now give the select query for order number 5. So you can see it is empty now because we have rolled back the transaction. So we discuss on this more tomorrow, right? In all, wherever, when to use this kind of situation, wherever, these are all developer does it, you should understand what are all the probability of failures. So if you give a wrong data, what happened to my save button click? Whether it is saving partial data or is it saving no data? You need to look into all these probabilities. So you give a wrong data in the UI, click on save button. Is it saving or is it not saving any record? That is also database testing. So this is what is all about. So it looks like complex because for you it is very new. You may not have a programming background, but we will use it frequently in as you go into the class, then it becomes very easy for you. You should aware of all these situations. This is what atomicity failure is all about. So in one case we have seen partial record has got updated. In another case we have seen no record has got updated because the failure has happened when I did that. So this is very, very, very important. This is called atomicity.